Tēnā koutou katoa, and welcome to the extraordinary Awamutu Community Board meeting for this evening, the 29th of November. So as we have apologies from our chairperson, Angela Holt, this evening, I would like to call for nominations for a chairperson. So are there any nominations for a chairperson this evening?
I'll nominate Lou.
I second that.
Fantastic. So we've got a nomination for Councillor Brown to be the chairperson. Can I take and a mover and a seconder for that? Can I take a call for support of that nomination?
Yep.
Yep.
Fantastic. So I will now hand the meeting over to Lou to chair. Thank you, Lou.
Thank you very much, everybody. It's good to have you here. We'll hopefully get through our agenda fairly quickly. The first topic that we have on the agenda, of course, is apologies. Thank you very much, Sally, for starting the meeting the way you did. That's really appreciated. So we call for apologies, and we already have, of course, Angela Holt, who is a chairperson, and we don't have any others, do we?
No.
Can I have somebody to move that we accept those apologies, please?
Happy to move, Lou.
Thank you very much, Susan. We have a seconder for that motion, please.
Yeah, Jill. Yeah.
Jill, thank you, Jill. Thank you. All those in favour, ladies and gentlemen?
Aye.
Thank you very much. So we move on to the disclosure of members' interests. This is a thing that if you've got any interest in this, of course, or any perceived interest, so ask if anyone wants to declare any. Doesn't seem to be any declaration of interest. So in that case, we move on to the item number 3 on the agenda topic, and that is the reallocation of discretionary funding for the Awamutu Christmas Parade. Okay, so what we can do here is I did receive today, and I think you've got that, haven't you, Joe? Perhaps if you just read out the information that you were actually allocated off Chris K today.
Chris K. Yes, so we've, as you know, in your agenda, we've received a request from Rotary because of the, due to COVID, they've had to cancel the Christmas parade, and they have put in place some alternative arrangements to celebrate Christmas with the competition that they've got proposed. So what they are hoping, originally you granted them $3,000. They now only need $1,000, and they've confirmed that. And what they are hoping to use that money for is to really boost the advertising for the competition over the coming weeks. They want to really kind of hit social media and the paper to really get as much interest in the competition to make it a success over these coming weeks in the lead up to close on I think it's the 14th or the 15th of December. So it will be money that will be used over the coming weeks.
That's excellent. Has anybody got anything that they'd like to ask Joe just to expand?
Yeah, Lou.
Yes, Richard.
Just to confirm that they have the money they've spent is on advertising is out of their funds, and it's not going to be retrospectively paid out of this because.
No. Yeah, okay. What they can confirmed for me today over the phone with Chris was that they're really looking for this money to help them in this period over the coming couple of weeks, and you know, they really want to hit this social media and the newspaper, and yeah, they're really looking for that money that you would repurpose from that fund today is to support them through the coming weeks, not for what's previously been spent. So it'll give them a good boost to really try and make it a success.
Cool, thank you.
So has anyone got any other questions to Sally at all? Or? I personally rang Chris this morning myself, so I've actually had a quiet discussion with him earlier this morning, and he said very much exactly what you said to you, Sally. It's exactly the same. So yeah, they had to, unfortunately, because they've cancelled, they did have to advertise the fact that they'd cancelled the Christmas parade. But that's not out of our funds. That was out of their own funds. So they've done that particular effort. All right. Is there any further discussion that anybody would like to raise on the issue?
Yeah, I'd like to say something.
Yes, certainly, Jill.
I just think, gosh, with what we've had with COVID, there's no question about it, that to be able to give them that money so that, because I didn't know about it till I'd gone into Paper Plus and they put your name in a box, you know, when you purchase something. So otherwise I wouldn't have known about it. So I think that to do a lot more advertising and let everybody know, it's just sharing all the joy at Christmas, and what a fantastic idea.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Anyone else like to speak?
No, but just yeah, through you, Lou.
Yes, certainly.
Obviously, that recommendation will need to be amended then, right? To say that they will only take the 1,000, and then I guess implicit is that the balance will be returned to us. Would that be right?
Yeah, what has actually happened, Joe, has actually written at the moment, had written up a motion, haven't you, Joe?
I had it. So the suggested new recommendation was approve the repurposing of $1,000 plus GST of discretionary funding allocated to Rotary Tiamutu from the 2021 Tiamutu Christmas Parade due to the cancellation of the Christmas Parade to go towards the Christmas competition proposed by Rotary Tiamutu, included in the email in Appendix 1 of the report, with the remaining 2,000 returned to uncommitted funds.
Correct.
Excellent.
That's what I had.
On that basis, I'm happy to move that, Chairperson.
Thank you very much, Susan. Have we got a seconder for the motion?
I'm happy to second it.
Richard. Thank
Yeah.
you, Richard. Does anybody else have any objections to the motion? Speak against it at all? If nobody's against it, I put the motion, ladies and gentlemen. All those in favour?
Aye.
Aye.
Any against? The motion is carried unanimously by my count. So with that, we move on to the ratification of that. So that will now be forwarded to the Rotary Club, the notice as such that they will be able to allocate $1,000 of that 3,000 and return 2,000 back to our discretionary fund. So is everybody happy with that? Yeah. Just to remind everybody, is that before we wind up, meetings next week, of course. Okay, and we have, of course, our e-waste collection on Sunday at 8:30ish to 11 at TA Sports. So anyone's interested, most welcome to give me a ring or contact anyone. We can certainly find you a job, can't we, Susan?
Sure can.
Quite a busy job, actually, but it was good.
Yeah.
All right. So there being no further business, nobody wants to raise anything further in the special